population continues to expand, we are using more and more non-renewable energy sources, while increasing global warming and speeding up climate change. Our actions are disrupting the delicate carbon balance. Carbon is the basis of all life on Earth. Without carbon, no humans, plants, or wildlife would exist. The carbon cycle begins underground with fossil fuels. We use the fossil fuels in our cars and factories, and they emit carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Plants, shrubs, and trees soak up the carbon dioxide and sequester it back into the ground. The amount of carbon that we use is part of our carbon footprint. Our Nature Camp kids were asked a series of questions and colored in the rings around the foot depending on how they answered to see their carbon footprint. Like footprints, our actions leave a lasting impression on our planet. We all have a responsibility to keep our footprints small. So what can we do? Planting trees and shrubs can help sequester carbon in the ground and act as a nature-based climate solution. Our HRAA field team has planted 1,480 shrubs along Palmer Brook, which will not only sequester carbon, but will restore the riparian zone and provide habitat, food, and shelter for wildlife. But how do we know if our shrubs are storing carbon? We have chosen 3 different locations to sample, one that has only grass, one that has immature shrubs, and one that has fully grown shrubs. We begin by laying out a grid in each site and randomly selecting which plot within the grid to sample. We use an auger to prepare the hole, using a combination of depths. We then attach the soil core probe and slide hammer and insert a core into the probe. We hit this down to the desired depth, then level off the core, place caps, label it, and then we send it to the lab for analysis. We repeat this method, taking 6 higher strata and 2 lower strata at each of our 3 different sites. At the end of this year, we will achieve 96 core samples, and we will be able to determine the amount of carbon that is being sequestered in 3 different locations, while helping to restore Palmer Brook.
Conservation Center, we, along with your awesome counselors, Ben and Patrick and Emma, we planted 1,480 shrubs in that field along Palmer Brook. Now these shrubs are going to help fix the soil, they're going to store carbon, and they're going to help stop erosion. So why is soil health important? Can anyone tell me why is soil health important? Why do we care? Way in the back, yeah. Helps the plants grow. Right on, that is the exact right answer. So has anyone ever heard of soil microbes? So what those are, it is different types of bacteria and fungi and algae that helps break down organic matter. And that gives a lot more nutrients for the plants to grow. So that is what we're going to test for today to see how healthy 2 different areas of soil are. Group 1, you are going to bury a cotton tank top over by the sheds where we want to have our garden. And then group 2 over here, you guys are going to go down to the pond and you're also going to bury a tank top. And we're going to leave these buried in the soil for the next 5 weeks. At the end of 5 weeks, we're going to dig them back up and see what these tank tops look like. Now, if the soil is healthy, it has lots of microbes, it's going to break down the cotton in the tank tops. The more holes in the tank tops, the better your soil's health. So what do we think? Which site is going to have more holes in the tank tops? Do you think by the garden is healthier or by the pond? Who thinks garden's going to be healthier? So we got 1, 2, a little less than half. And who thinks by the pond is going to be healthier? So we're almost half and half. So that is our hypothesis that we are going to test today and see how healthy our soil is. So you guys ready to do some soil testing?
Yes, Mommy.
A little louder. Yeah, that's more like it.
We would like to challenge all of our viewers to test your soil health. All you need is an article of clothing that's 100% cotton, bury it, mark where you buried it so you don't forget, and then 5 weeks later, dig it up and share your results on our Facebook.